Okay, my name is Alexis Shepard.
I'm Braylon Hickman.
I'm Shahendra Dews.
And I'm Kiara Kemp.
Okay. What a better place to reside in than River Oaks? River Oaks is based in Houston, Texas, and is known as a high end residential community. This community is also known to be on the expensive side, so as investors, we decided to open up a grocery store. The residents will need something to cook with and maybe run an errand or two, and this will be the perfect opportunity to input the store and make it to where they won't have to drive far to get something as simple as paper plates. The population is a little over 7,000 people, and out of those 7,000, there is at least two members in each household who will need something. So why not choose River Oaks to be our location? Okay, here we have two different places in River Oaks. They both are shopping centers. So on the left, you see they have a Starbucks, and on the right, there is a Cartier store. Um, and as you can tell from both of them, they are very luxurious um, and the population is very high, and a lot of the people, the residents' incomes are very high. So, as I said before, it has about 7,000 people. So, opening up a grocery store, a black-owned grocery store, is a good thing. And next we have a fun fact. And the fun fact is River Oaks was designed with the highest standard of living in mind. In the 1920s, Michael Hogg, which is the son of former Texas Governor Jim Hogg and Hugh Potter, purchased 200 acres of land surrounding the River Oaks Country Club.
So our name is going to be Stop and Save, and Stop and Save is going to be a Black-owned grocery store slash convenience store, and it's going to be located in River Oaks, a high-end community. And we chose this because this area is big and it's also still growing, and we think it'll bring in a lot of different consumers throughout the community. So we thought of Stop and Shave, the grocery store, because it's going to bring convenience and ease to the community, as well as a Black-owned business that the community can support. So, and we're hoping that it being a Black-owned business and it being unique, that it will bring in outside consumers as well as community of residents of River Oaks.
So covering the data portion, this chart shows basically races in 2019 of River Oaks. River Oaks, you see populating majority of that pie chart. So River Oaks has about 2,866 people per square mile, compared to Houston having about 4,000 people per square mile. So you can see that River Oaks owns a big majority of the population. River Oaks is a city located inside Houston, Texas. It has a population of about 7,522, and it's the 287th largest city in Texas, and about 3,774th largest city in the United States. River Oaks is since the most recent census in 2010, which with a population of about 7,427. River Oaks reached its high population of 444 in 1960, spanning over about 2 to 3 miles. River Oaks has a 3 to 4,000 people per square mile. The average household income in River Oaks is about 67,000, with a poverty rate of 11.55%. The minimum rental cost in the area in the recent years is about $1,000 per month, but the median household value has risen to about 120,000. The median age in River Oaks is about 40 to 50, so there are a lot of middle-aged people there. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the data. So the median household income grew by an average of 23.7% in the Heights, River Oaks, Montrose area. compared to about 14.5% for the majority of Harris County. And this was over a 5-year statistical survey from about 2014 to 2019. I'm gonna go ahead and go transfer to my colleague that's gonna handle the conclusion.
So, in conclusion, according to research, the majority of luxury brand retailers have increased in their outlet malls by over 10%. A great example is the River Oaks Mall, which is located in River Oaks, Texas. River Oaks is a nice area for the middle and high class. As the years increase, so does the River Oaks area. Among this increase will be the expansion of our grocery store brand. The exposure in River Oaks could lead to a number of new locations in various well-off areas, thus creating a long-term possibility of our chain to become similar to the neighborhood grocery store because of its plentiful locations. Now, usually more often than not, when you enter an upper and middle class area, there are hardly any signs of the support of Black business. Though that's not to say that there is no support at all. It's just not as obvious as some people feel it should be, and that's where we come in. Ultimately, we found that this is the right location to begin the Shop and Save franchise. The information provided has proved that all residents of our projected start location are well beyond the means of capability and willingness to support our views and approaches to awareness. By choosing to originate in this area, we're choosing to create a reason to get the recognition that we deserve. The area of competition we're choosing to insert ourselves into, as well as, which is like the superstore market of competition, doesn't seem like it's planned to come to a close anytime soon. Therefore, longevity is also part of the plan for the career and future of Shop and Save.
So to pretty much summarize everything, we've decided to open up a Black-owned grocery store. So it won't be like your typical HEB, Walmart, Target. It'll have a different look and a different feel to it. And since in our data, it shows that the residential area is predominantly white, so the next highest percentage under that is African Americans. So from that itself, it'll bring a lot of awareness and assets and revenue to our store, and it'll also get a lot of recognition. It can get recognition through social media and also by word of mouth. And by word of mouth, a lot of the residents will they're going to want to come to our store and see what it's about, and the customer service is going to be better than the average, and it is in a luxury area, so the store will look nice. It'll have a certain look to it, and the area is it'll pretty much bring more exposure to our store in our neighborhood, and we plan to expand the stores. So like now you see HEBs on almost every corner, you see a Walmart almost in every corner, and so it'll be the same thing for our store. So our goal is to pretty much expand and increase by word of mouth and get our store up and running, and also bring more awareness to Black-owned businesses because we already have a tough time in the world. So opening up a luxury Black-owned business is going to definitely raise eyebrows and bring awareness to the area in our store.
And also overall, the contribution of a Black-owned grocery store would also strengthen our connections with other Black-owned businesses who create the products that we sell within our grocery store, which could ultimately lead to having numerous pop-up shops or any other type of economically sustainable events that could happen to contribute to the community, as well as our presence in the community. Go Shop and Save. Hashtag.
Okay, that's about our project. And once again, I'm Alexis.
I'm Braylon.
I'm Kiera. And thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.